All right, this school is. All right, this video is about going to film school or going to photography school. I didn't go to photography school, didn't go to film school. Now I know it's ironic that I'm teaching a course right now, but this course is not about how to use a camera. This is about specific way to how to make money, and that's what they don't teach you in film school and photography school. It's why I don't recommend it, because usually their techniques are dated as well, just like the whole education system, you know, with any degree you go get. Like, the problem is you're usually learning something, you're paying a lot of money to learn a bunch of stuff that's kind of dated, and that's the biggest problem I see with these film schools and these photography schools. And I'll be honest with you, like, a lot of this is actually kind of funny. I've had 4 or 5 photographers who worked for me over the years that, you know, went to photography school, you know, like paid a lot of money too, you know, or their parents did. And I would always ask them about it, like, what was it like? And most of the time, this is funny, like, they were actually being taught on film, like actual film cameras, like darkroom stuff, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You know, film, they don't even make film cameras anymore, you know, so why in the world would you be teaching students a discipline of photography that they're not going to use when they get out and isn't going to make them any money, you know? And that's sweet and all, like the whole artistic side of it, but it's like, that's not what this course is about. You know, that's, you know, it's cute and all. It's cute. But that's kind of a good example of like why I don't recommend film and photography school, because I actually think it will hurt you, you know, in the end. And those 4 or 5 photographers that I, you know, used to work with, like, most of them didn't work out, you know, ended up getting fired, you know, because it's just they were so in their head about going to photography school, it really got in the way that they wouldn't, you know, they weren't teachable, you know, because most of the stuff I teach, you know, is like how to, you know, use your phone, you know, it's just like we're just providing photos and video, you know, like I do better stuff with my phone, ironically, now, you know, because I got used to it, all right, and I know now, you know, I've been doing it long enough that, like, this doesn't do anything extra. Now, it wasn't always like that. Like, smartphones didn't always have the capabilities they have now. But now it's like there's just so many more advantages. And that's hard. Like, film school, photography, they don't teach you that. They don't teach you anything about how to make money as a photographer. This course teaches you how to make money. So stay away from traditional film schools, photography schools. It's totally myth. You don't need that. Usually, you know, it's just there to make them money. Like, they're not. And usually there's a professor there, you know, who's been there for 20 years or something that is sitting hiding around on some college campus, doesn't know anything about the actual real world of being a photographer, you know, being a filmmaker. They're just sitting on some college campus. You know, so stay away from that, because they, you know, they're not cheap. Those schools are not cheap, and I do not recommend that. It actually will hurt you in reality.